The casino floor hums like a heartbeat, a river of lights, laughter, and spinning reels. You hear the cheers from a lucky winner across the room, and for a moment, you believe it could be you next. But what if I told you that some of those machines were never meant to pay big? Not last week, not tonight, not ever. Ex-casino workers have a nickname for them: the traps. They're shiny, loud, impossible to ignore. Yet behind their glittering screens lies one simple truth the industry doesn't want you to know. These machines are carefully placed, psychologically tuned, and mathematically programmed to take more than they ever give. One former slot tech said it best: they rebuilt to make you feel close to winning. That's how they win. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain. You'll learn which machines drain players fastest, how casinos disguise the odds, and what smart players quietly avoid every single time. Ready? Let's start with where the trap begins: the casino floor itself. Imagine walking into a casino, the air thick with excitement, the steady hum of machines blending with the soft clink of coins. Lights flash in hypnotic patterns, each one whispering this could be your lucky spin. But behind all that glitter, something else is happening, something most players never notice. Ex-casino employees say that not all slot machines are created equal. In fact, some are never meant to pay out big. They're strategically placed in specific corners of the floor, built to attract dreamers who love the thrill, not the math. These are the machines designed to look generous but are programmed with the lowest RTP, return to player, sometimes barely above 85%. That's legal but brutal. One former slot tech told me, if the cabinet looks brand new and flashy, it's often the tightest. Casinos know those visuals pull players in fast. And it makes sense. Fresh lights, exciting sounds, and bonus animations hide what's really happening under the hood: a payout percentage working quietly against you. Always check the RTP before you play. Most modern casinos display it somewhere in the help or info screen. Anything under 94%? Walk away. Here's something most players never think about: the slot machine you choose might be losing money before you even press spin. That's because casinos don't just place machines randomly. They engineer the layout to shape your behavior. Ex-employees call it the path of persuasion. Picture this: the moment you step off the escalator or walk past the bar, you'll notice bright, noisy machines right at the edges, the ones that seem to scream, "Play me." Those are what insiders call showcase slots. They're designed to attract attention, not winners. Casinos place low payout machines near entrances, walkways, and restrooms because they're visible, loud, and flashy. Their real job? To make the casino look alive and buzzing. Meanwhile, higher-paying machines, the ones locals quietly love, are often tucked deeper inside, in low-traffic zones where only focused players wander. It's psychological design at its finest. Keep casual players on the low-return games while seasoned ones know where to hunt. A former floor manager once said, "If you can see daylight or hear footsteps, you're probably sitting at a tight slot." That line stuck with me, because it's true in nearly every casino. Avoid machines near doors, bars, and walkways. The best odds usually live in quieter corners, where noise and distraction don't dominate. Ever notice how some slot machines look too good to be true? Vibrant graphics, blockbuster movie themes, and epic bonus rounds. They pull you in like a magnet. But here's the uncomfortable truth ex-casino workers will tell you: the flashier the theme, the tighter the payout. Licensed or branded machines, like those based on hit TV shows, superheroes, or famous musicians, cost casinos a fortune in royalties. And that cost has to come from somewhere. So, manufacturers offset it by programming these machines with lower RTPs. You're not just paying for the game, you're paying for the brand name. One ex-slot technician explained it perfectly: the more expensive the cabinet looks, the worse the odds usually are. Those massive screens, surround sound, and 3D animations? They're not for your benefit. They're part of the illusion. Casinos know you'll stay longer and bet more when you're emotionally engaged, even if the math isn't on your side. What's wild is that players often feel like they're winning because of all the sensory feedback: flashing lights, upbeat sounds, and near-miss animations that trick the brain into thinking a jackpot is close. Stick to simple, classic-style slots with minimal licensing and older designs. They may not look as exciting, but they usually offer better payback percentages. Every casino has a secret moneymaker, a slot machine category so profitable that insiders call it the silent collector. You've seen them, penny slots. They lure players with the promise of small bets, endless spins, and massive jackpots. But here's what ex-casino employees will tell you. Penny slots are some of the tightest games on the floor. Why? Because they disguise the real cost of play. Sure, the minimum bet might be 1 cent per line, but to activate all pay lines, which you must do to qualify for bonuses, you often end up betting 50 cents, $1, or more per spin. That's small enough to feel harmless, but adds up faster than you realize. A former slot attendant once told me, penny players stay longer, spend more overall, and rarely notice they're losing. Casinos love them because the math guarantees long-term profits, even if players hit small wins along the way. To make it worse, penny slots often have RTPs hovering around 85% to 88%, significantly lower than higher denomination machines. So while you're chasing bonus rounds and flashy minigames, your bankroll is slowly being drained. Always check denomination-based payback rates. Higher denomination slots, like $1 or $5 machines, usually have much better returns. You'll play fewer spins, but you'll keep more of your money. Let's talk about one of the greatest illusions in modern gambling, the bonus round. It's colorful, exciting, and full of anticipation. But ex-casino workers will tell you that bonus rounds are designed less to reward you and more to keep you playing. Here's the truth. Most bonus rounds don't actually increase your payout potential by much. Instead, they manipulate time and emotion. You feel like you're entering a special, high-stakes mode, but the math remains the same, or worse. Many games even lower the win probability during bonuses to stretch out the suspense. A former slot designer once said, bonuses are there to make losing feel fun. Every spin, every minigame animation is calculated to trigger dopamine, that tiny chemical burst that keeps you spinning even when you redown. Those almost big wins and long bonus animations are psychological reinforcements disguised as entertainment. Here's the kicker. Casinos measure something called time on device, how long you stay at a machine. Bonus rounds dramatically increase that number, which is exactly what casinos want. The longer you sit, the more you feed the machine. Enjoy bonuses, but never chase them. If you're waiting for a feature to trigger, you're already caught in the trap. Close your eyes for a second and imagine standing beside a busy row of slot machines. You hear a chorus of electronic jingles, digital coins clattering, and voices cheering. It sounds like everyone's winning, right? That's exactly what the casino wants you to believe. Ex-casino audio engineers admit that sound design is one of the most powerful psychological tools in gambling. Every beep, ding, and melody is carefully tuned to keep you emotionally engaged. Even when you lose, say you win back 40 cents on $1 spin, the machine still celebrates with flashing lights and triumphant music. Your brain registers reward, not loss. One former technician revealed something fascinating. We call it losses disguised as wins. Players think they're ahead because of the noise, but the numbers tell a different story. Studies show that these sensory cues release dopamine, tricking you into feeling good and keeping you spinning longer. It's not just manipulation, it's design. The combination of bright visuals and sound feedback turns slots into what psychologists call a variable reward system, similar to social media notifications. You keep playing, waiting for the next hit. Mute the machine if you can, or wear earbuds with your own music. Quiet play helps you stay aware of what's really happening to your balance. You've probably seen it. 2 jackpot symbols line up perfectly, and the third just barely misses the reel. Your heart skips a beat. You were so close. But here's the shocking truth. That near miss wasn't random. It was designed to make you keep playing. Ex-slot programmers call this effect perceived proximity. The machine makes it appear that you almost hit the jackpot, but in reality, the outcome was decided long before the reels stopped spinning. The system's random number generator, RNG, picked the result instantly when you pressed spin. The reels? They're just the show. So why include near misses at all? Because they hijack your brain's reward system. Neurological studies show that near misses activate the same regions as actual wins. That means your body releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, even when you lose. Casinos exploit that response to keep you hooked, turning frustration into motivation. One ex-casino consultant put it bluntly, near misses are losses that feel like progress. And that's exactly how they meant to feel, progress toward a win that never comes. Remember this, A near miss is still a miss. If you catch yourself thinking, I'm due for a hit, take a break. The machine doesn't know you're close, only your brain does. If you've ever used a casino loyalty card, you probably felt like a VIP, earning points, free meals, maybe even a comp room. But ex-casino employees say that those shiny player cards are not just about rewards. They're about data. Every spin, every bet, every moment you linger at a machine is tracked in real time. The casino isn't just rewarding your loyalty, it's studying your behavior. How long do you play before you raise your bet? How quickly do you stop after a loss? When do you return to the floor? All of this information helps them fine-tune your experience to keep you engaged just long enough to lose more money. A former marketing analyst once explained, loyalty programs aren't about generosity. They're behavioral labs. Casinos use your data to adjust offers, machine placement, and even the timing of free spins to pull you back in when you start losing interest. Players with loyalty cards tend to spend 30% more on average than those without. Why? Because getting rewarded makes the spending feel justified. If you enjoy the perks, use your card, but stay disciplined. Treat points as a bonus, not a reason to play longer. The house already knows your habits better than you think. You've heard it 1,000 times. That machine's hot. Or this one's gone cold. Players swear by it, chasing streaks, switching machines, waiting for the perfect moment. But ex-casino workers will tell you the truth. There's no such thing as a hot or cold slot. Every spin is governed by a random number generator, RNG, that resets the odds instantly. It doesn't remember past results. That jackpot someone hit 5 minutes ago, it has zero impact on the next spin. The machine doesn't care how long it's been cold or who's been feeding it for hours. It's as random as a coin flip every single time. So why do people believe in hot and cold cycles? Because humans love patterns. Our brains are wired to find meaning in randomness. Casinos don't correct that myth. In fact, they benefit from it. A machine that just paid out often attracts curious players hoping lightning will strike twice, while others leave machines thinking they're due for a turnaround. Either way, the casino wins. One ex-floor supervisor laughed, saying, if players knew how random slots really are, half of them would stop believing in luck altogether. Don't chase streaks. Focus on RTP, denomination, and session control. Smart play beats superstition every time. Walk into any casino, and you'll notice something subtle but powerful. There are no clocks, no windows, and the lighting never changes. It's always the same soft, golden glow that makes time feel like it doesn't exist. That's not an accident. Ex-casino designers confirm it's one of the most effective psychological tools in the business. Casinos are built to disconnect you from reality. The lights are calibrated to keep you alert but relaxed. The air is cool and constantly refreshed, and even the carpet patterns are intentionally loud, guiding your eyes toward the machines, not the exits. One ex-interior architect called it environmental hypnosis. Even sound and scent play a part. Subtle fragrances, often citrus or vanilla blends, are pumped through the ventilation to elevate mood and reduce fatigue. Combined with warm lighting and the distant chime of winners, the entire space creates what psychologists call the flow state, a mental zone where time and money lose meaning. A former casino manager once said, if you can't tell what time it is, you'll always think you've got time for one more spin. And that's exactly how the house keeps you seated. Set your own clock, literally. Use a timer on your phone or smartwatch. When it buzzes, walk away, win or lose. Few machines draw a crowd like the progressive jackpot slot. That glowing digital counter climbing higher by the minute. It's hypnotic. Players stop mid-walk to watch it tick upward, imagining that one life-changing spin. But ex-casino employees will tell you, those massive jackpots come with a hidden price. Progressive slots are networked across multiple machines, sometimes across entire states. Every time someone plays, a small percentage of each wager feeds the jackpot pool. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. That contribution comes directly from the machine's RTP. So while the jackpot grows, the average player's odds shrink. An ex-slot engineer once explained, the bigger the jackpot, the lower the base payout. That means most players are funding someone else's lucky day while slowly draining their own bankroll. The odds of hitting that life-changing win can be 1 in tens of millions, worse than the lottery in many cases. Still, players can't resist the dream. Casinos know that emotional pull, the idea that someone has to win, keeps people glued to those reels. It's hope, wrapped in bright colors and flashing numbers. If you chase progressives, do it intentionally. Set a strict limit and view it as entertainment, not strategy. For better odds, stick to non-progressive machines with steady, transparent payouts. Everyone loves getting free play. It feels like the casino's giving you something back. A few complimentary spins, maybe $25 in credits. But ex-casino marketers reveal the truth. Free play isn't generosity, it's a trigger. Here's how it works. Casinos track when your visits slow down or your spending dips. Then, they send a tempting offer to pull you back in. Just enough free credit to reignite your dopamine loop. Once you're playing, even if you lose the bonus, studies show most people keep spending their own money to keep the streak alive. It's behavioral science at its finest. A former casino host explained it bluntly. We don't give out free play to make you win. We give it out to get you started. Those credits have time limits. Pushing players to visit sooner and stay longer. And while you're there, every spin adds more data to your loyalty profile, refining future offers to fit your habits. The real trick? Free play often comes with hidden wagering requirements, meaning you have to bet multiple times before cashing out any winnings. It's not free, it's structured engagement bait. Treat free play like a movie ticket. Enjoy it, but never chase it. When it's done, walk away clean. You've probably felt it. That sense of control when you stop the reels just in time, or when you choose your bonus chest, hoping it hides the jackpot. It feels interactive, skill-based, empowering. But according to ex-casino designers, that feeling is pure illusion. Slots are 100% governed by random number generators, RNGs. Whether you press stop early, pick the left box, or let the reels spin, the outcome was decided the instant you hit spin. All those extra buttons and choose your feature moments are part of what insiders call player agency simulation. They make you feel involved so you stay emotionally invested. One former slot developer told me, "We realized players stay longer when they believe they have influence, even if it's imaginary." It's why modern slots mimic video games. Level ups, progress bars, unlockable bonuses. Every animation reinforces a false sense of progress. The irony? The more control you think you have, the less likely you are to stop playing. Casinos know that when players feel responsible for their wins or losses, they'll chase redemption instead of walking away. Remember, your choices affect the experience, not the outcome. Focus on entertainment value, not strategy. So, after everything we've uncovered, from tight machines and sensory tricks to loyalty data and illusionary control, one truth stands out. The casino always plays the long game. Ex-employees agree. It's not about one big win or one unlucky spin. It's about time, psychology, and consistency. The longer you sit, the more predictable your losses become. But here's the real takeaway. Knowledge breaks the spell. Once you understand how slot machines are engineered, from flashing lights to free play bait, you stop playing their game and start playing yours. You make conscious choices, not emotional ones. You see the patterns for what they are. Design, not destiny. One former floor manager put it best. The smartest players aren't the ones who win big. They're the ones who leave when they plan to. That's the mindset shift every pro embraces, playing for entertainment, not escape. So next time you step onto the casino floor, remember, every sound, every shimmer, every near win is there for a reason. Appreciate the craft, enjoy the thrill, but never forget the math. Set limits before you play, both in time and money. Treat it like a night out, not a payday. Because in the end, the best players don't just know the odds, they respect them.